My father-in-law called me a gold digger, thinking that my wealth and properties came from my husband. I, at 39 years old, have been married to my husband, who is 38, for almost 10 years. My husband and I have always had a good relationship, and I love him very much. From time to time, we would visit my father-in-law, which I have always hated. My father-in-law has always treated me like a stranger because of my skin color. To provide some context, I was born in Jamaica, and my parents brought me to the US when I was just 3 years old. After my father passed away when I was about 20, I inherited more than 12 different properties that my father owned and received the sum in his bank account, which was over $1 million. I am a real estate agent, while my husband is a physical therapist. I have always enjoyed living a humble life and enjoying simple things. My husband, on the other hand, likes to flaunt the material things he has bought and owns. He has always told me that the reason for this is because he grew up with nothing, which I didn't judge. My father-in-law knows about the properties, but has always believed they were in his son's name, with no contribution from me. Recently, my husband and I visited my father-in-law, and we both greeted him along with the other relatives. We all sat in the living room, enjoying casual conversation, when the topic of finances and properties came up because of a TV show we were watching. The show basically featured a woman who wanted to marry a man because he was wealthy. My father-in-law, perhaps feeling a bit bold that day, looked at me silently and rolled his eyes. I felt uncomfortable and confused, and I asked why he looked at me like that, laughing, trying not to make things too serious. "Oh, it's just funny to me," he began to say. "It's funny how some people can get lucky, marrying into wealth and everything, reminds me of some people." His look pierced me, and I felt insulted and disgusted by what he was implying, almost casting me in the role of the gold digger from the show we were watching. After everyone was getting ready for dinner, I saw my father-in-law in the kitchen alone, preparing things. I decided to approach him and asked if he was implying that I was a gold digger while we were in the living room. Now you can see the second part by pressing share and more.